Okay, I have the ingredients here for our banana bread. We have sugar, we have our ripe bananas, we have salt, we have eggs, there's vegetable oil, I have milk. I'm using almond because I don't have any milk here. I have all-purpose flour, you can tell by the different color. I have pastry flour, I have baking powder, and I have baking soda, and I have my chocolate chips. So let's get started. Spray your cans with oil. I'm doing smaller ones because I have smaller loaves at home. This should make about 3. But I always spray an extra just in case. And make sure you get the spray down into the corners. Make sure it's not super thick. And then you're going to take and sift your flours together. So this is my all-purpose flour. This is my pastry flour with my baking soda and my baking powder in here. This goes together and sift. Sifting onto a piece of parchment paper is a good idea because it's going to be easier to add it to our finished product. My next step is to mix together my eggs and my oil. So I'm going to start beating, break up my eggs, and then I'm going to add in the oil. Until the oil is all mixed in. Now it's time to put the banana bread together. In my mixing bowl, I have bananas, sugar, and salt. I have it set on the first speed, and I'm going to start mixing just to break them apart. The next step is to stream in the oil and egg mixture. Gonna make sure to scrape that bowl. On we go. Milk is the next ingredient to go in. Just until it's blended. And now it's time to add in the dry ingredients that I've sifted and I will be putting in. So I do this with this mixer running on low speed. Now I've stopped the mixer before it's fully mixed because it's very important not to overmix a banana bread or any kind of quick bread because you don't want too much gluten development. The last ingredient to go in are those chocolate chips. So just sprinkle a few over top. Save some to sprinkle on top of the loaves. And gently fold. It's important to scale your batter so that all of your loaves are the same size. Turn on your scale, place the pan on the scale, and tare so that it reads at 0. Now I'm going to scale out some of my batter. So I'm going for about 500 grams per loaf. Once I've scaled some batter, then I'm going to sprinkle more chocolate chips over the top. Continue doing this for the rest of the batter. Your loaves are ready to go into the oven. 350 degrees, 1 hour.
So, for now.
Ooh, yummy. To check your banana bread for doneness, first do the sponge test. It should spring back just like a sponge. Otherwise, use a skewer. Put it into the area that could be the wettest, let it sit for a second or so, and then remove the skewer and have a look. This banana bread, can you see, is underbaked. So it's going back into the oven for another 10 minutes. After another 10 minutes in the oven, again, they still spring back really nicely, but we're still going to check with the skewer. Notice the difference. Okay, in we go. When it comes out, so much cleaner. This is just a little bit of crumb and chocolate. It's important to know the difference. Transfer your hot banana breads to a cooling rack and let them cool until they're at room temperature. If you prefer having a crispy crust on your banana bread, let them cool in the tins for about 5 to 10 minutes and then turn them out so that the outside will crisp up. Fresh banana bread. Thanks for watching. Happy baking!